Hello, everyone. Welcome to Liberal Tarot. I'm Sherry, a blue dot and a red state, utilizing tarot to offer insight into these very interesting times we have going on here in the United States. So I'm really glad that you're here and welcome. The focus of today's reading is going to be the economy and specifically the Federal Reserve. Okay, there's actually a couple of things I want to look at. The CPI numbers came out and inflation is up. Not that we're shocked. Yeah, imagine my shocked face whenever I read that, and that Trump was screaming about it too. So the index rose to 2.7% for the annual, whatever those numbers are, and the Federal Reserve wants a target rate of 2% in order to lower those rates. Well, Trump is wanting wants these rates cut by like 3 points, and like, that's not going to happen. Economists are like, oh my God, that would put us into a depression. Do not do that. Okay. And so the markets are expected the Fed to hold and to not drop. I mean, the earliest that they're expecting any type of drops in the rates are going to be in September. And they're expecting maybe half a point, not that 3-point nonsense. Good God. Okay. So what I want to do is I'd like to do a base reading into Powell, and is he going to be staying until the end of his term? Okay, and then the economy, I want to look at that. And then the second part of this is some reporting done by Politico, or at least that's where I read it. And Powell has asked for the central bank's watchdog to kind of scrutinize and overlook the plans, the project to kind of overhaul and update the building that they work out of. And it's like a $2.5 billion overhaul. And it's like, oh my God, because Powell's afraid that he's trying to stay ahead of it. He's afraid that Trump's going to try to use the cost of that renovation as reason to fire him, because Trump's not allowed to fire him unless he has cause. And so it's like, find me the law that I can wiggle, I can go in there and manipulate. And so this is absolutely, I'm looking here. Yeah, renovations of the headquarters. Okay, I was just making sure I got that right. Yes. So find me the law so he can remove Powell for there has to be a reason. And so that if it's a gray area, they will exploit it. So I'm going to look at, are they going to exploit that gray area? Okay. And with Powell trying to get ahead of knowing, what that looks like. So, base reading into, is Powell staying until the end of his term in May of 2026, which I really hope he does, because that Trump would absolutely put a yes man in there, drop it by 3 points, and we would go into depression. So, will Powell be staying until the end of his term? Entertainment purposes only. Okay, as far as Powell staying until the end of his term, yes. Okay, yes. Thank goodness. There is, because the challenge is, okay. The answer is yes, but the challenge to him staying is the Page of Pentacles. And I'm like, but and it's like people that don't know what they're talking about trying to tell him what to do, how to do his job. That's what this is. Pages are messengers, but pages are also like inexperienced people that, they may have a rudimentary explanation, understanding of, whatever topic, but they're not going to be the experts in that. Okay. And so Trump is not an expert, and, I seriously doubt the people around him are. So yeah, the challenge to, Powell is the people around him trying to tell him how to do his job. Okay. The options that he has, he could leave. That absolutely is. But I think this is more like he wants to stay, and kind of, I'm seeing this more as trying to do the very best he can with the tools that he has to keep our economy somewhat on the tracks. Okay. Because Trump wants to, he will just, he bankrupted a casino. Okay. Not exactly who I want to have calling the shots in our economy, but yet here we are. Okay. The root of this, the foundation, is this Page of Wands. Once again, messaging people that don't know what they're talking about. This is going to be, Trump and ilk. In the past, Trump was like, it's just going to be an economy for everyone. No, it's an economy for your billionaire oligarchs. Friends, that's what this is for. But he tried to sell this as, it's funny, you see those pictures of the maggots. I live in a red state, Bubba down the road. I'm sorry, but you are not going to benefit from Trump's economy. Okay, that's not going to happen. Okay, and then you've got it's a burden. Okay, and this burden card, I'm going to see this kind of as two things. One is Trump promised a bill of goods that is just, it's all lies. Okay, you get here of Powell is really trying to keep the economy on the tracks, and then the burden. And so this is going to be, Trump is not making it easy for Powell to do this. It's like, here, let's do everything we can to, sabotage the economy and then blame Powell for it. Okay, that's what I'm getting there. So, but that Powell is going to stay. So this other thing of the renovations costing $2.5 billion is like, holy crap. I mean, and I don't know what those, it's like, I know what it was going to cost just to put a sliding glass door in. It was not 2.5 billion. So it's like, I'm looking at that going, holy crap, that is a lot. Okay. But I also don't know, like what all goes into that, so is Trump going to use that $2.5 billion renovation to the Federal Reserve as justification to try to get rid of Powell? Okay, and with that, he's trying to be he's going to be that fiscal conservative. Okay, whatever. For our country, we got to watch the money. Wheel of Fortune. I think that Powell, I'm almost feeling like a double-edged sword with this. Like by doing that, he brought it to the attention of Trump. So did he give Trump ideas or is he staying ahead of it? Let's see what else comes up here. He's trying to stay ahead of it. He's trying to kind of, this right here, this Six of Wands is he really is trying to guide the ship the best that he can. That's the feeling I'm getting with that. And the challenge is everything that Trump is doing to sabotage him. Okay. The Tower card, Trump wants him gone. And I did ask, is Trump going to try to use this project as a way to get rid of him? Yes. He is, but is he going to be successful? He wants to be drunk on power. Let's see, is he going to be successful? I'm not ignoring these cards here. I am going to get to those in just a moment. I want to see, is Trump going to be successful at removing Powell? Toxicity, restrictions, and he's going to try, and he's going to try really hard to do it. I think that it will blow up in his face if he tries. Okay. If he is successful, the person he gets in there is going to be a yes man or a woman, and it would be devastating. So I think he's going to try, but I don't see Powell going anywhere or leaving because, I just asked, is he going to leave? And that first card, that Sun card was like, no. So as far as Trump pushing him out, and he's been really strong, right now, and especially if you see, he knows that Trump is one, when Trump's out there saying, he needs to drop it by 3 percentage points, it's like, oh my God, that would cause a depression. And so Powell's not going to leave knowing that that's what he's wanting. As far as being pushed out, the pressure, the pressure is absolutely there. But I don't know that he's going to be leaving. I'm not seeing any cards that would say, this is like restrictions, but that's not really a leaving card. It's kind of like putting these restrictions on him to try to push him out. Okay, but I don't see I don't see Powell going anywhere. So that is very good news for our economy in that Powell is not going to cave into the pressure. He's trying to stay ahead of this with Trump. saying, putting, and also that person that is going to be the watchdog on that is someone that Powell appointed, but that Trump approved of. So, even if that guy decides that, it's all good, Trump's already said he likes that guy. So we all know that changes. So I just want to do a quick, what is our economy? What can we expect for the economy, for the, until September, because that's when they're going to meet again, for the, to drop the interest rates. Hopefully. I mean, if the economy, I say hopefully, if the economy is doing well enough, if the economy can be in that 2% target range, I guess that's what I'm wanting to know. Is the economy going to be, stable enough that they can lower those rates in September? And as I said, it'll only be 0.5%, if that. That's what the markets are expecting. And as far as that goes in September, this is nostalgia, return to happier times. Okay. Let's see here. Methodical plan going forward. Powell absolutely has a methodical plan. That's kind of almost the challenge too. It's like, that is the challenge. MAGA wants this now, but the challenge is, no, things have to be secure and stable. And they don't like secure and stable. Okay. The options are, as far as the economy, Trump is doing everything he can to prevent the Fed from being able to lower interest rates. That's the big feeling I'm getting. The biggest obstacle here is Trump himself. He's not happy. He does not understand the economy, obviously, and so he's not happy. He's disappointed. If they would just do what I say, then it would be, everybody would be so much better off. Whatever. Okay. He definitely wants there to be big action taken, and the propaganda around this, that he's just going to keep hammering away at it. And the feds are like, no, we're not going to give in. This is not a hurry up card. This is a wait card. Okay. So he is not going to be pressured into raising those rates anytime soon. Is the economy going to be doing well enough to do that in September? Just yes or no. Because this is indicating, like, I don't know that the economy is going to be doing well enough in order for that to be, those interest rates to be lowered. And the reason I'm saying that is this Five of Pentacles. Like, I don't think that it's like, the economy still is not in good shape and we need to wait. The Moon card, we're not seeing what it is that we need to see yet. The economy is still a burden, and there might be you get the Ace of Pentacles, a gift of some kind. Let's see what this gift of, like, there may be something. Let me hold on here. I'm kind of strength card. The economy needs to be stronger in order to do to do more. Okay. Okay. So I was kind of needing to see about this Ace of Pentacles here. This card, Trump thinks that the economy is great and wonderful. And so it's like, that's not Trump thinking the economy is all great, is it? Part of this Ace of Pentacles is, because I asked, are they going to lower the rates? And it's like, I don't think they are. Trump wants them to, because he thinks that the economy is, coming from the man who bankrupted a casino, entertainment purposes only. Actually, that really did happen. So he bankrupted a casino, and now he thinks that he's going to be an expert in telling Powell how to do his job. Okay. And what you're getting is the economy needs to be in a lot stronger position before anything major happens. I don't know that they're going to lower the rates in September. Okay. With this Five of Pentacles and the Hanged Man, this is like the economy is still not doing well, and we just need to wait and see. And that he wants that to be a lot stronger. So yeah, expect, I would say, if that's the case, expect Trump to keep, screaming about, Powell needs to leave. I don't think he's going to put a lot of pressure on him. He's going to continue that pressure, especially if they don't lower the rates in September. And what I'm seeing is that the economy, they want that 2% target for the CPI. They're not going to get there. not with Trump, in the economy. That's not what I'm not seeing that in the cards. That Trump is going to do anything positive for the economy. That 2% target is not going to be reached, and I would be surprised right now if they even lower it by half a percentage point in September. So, yeah, Trump's not going to be happy. As always, thank you very much for joining me. I really do appreciate it. I'll put another reading up here for you to check out. Subscribe and share and all that great stuff. I really do appreciate it. Thank you very much, and I will catch you on the next reading.